Hey, good people. It is Car Chronicles number 17. I'm not holding up both nails because my nails is busted right now. It's time for me to get these joints done. But let me tell you, I was supposed to go to this place called Bumpers, Pumpers, whatever. I had a very good week until today. Don't laugh in my hair. I know I look like Ronald McDonald, but I'm getting my hair done. But I sat in the tunnel for over an hour and a half. Now I'm coming from Edgewood. Now, if you don't live in Maryland, I don't expect you to know, but just know that it's near Delaware, not too far from Delaware, not too far from Baltimore, almost smack in the middle. So I'm coming from Edgewood, hitting on 95 corridor until I got to 895, which is almost like a beltway. And all of a sudden I'm looking at my phone and it has like nothing but red squiggly lines. So that means that something is causing traffic. And then all of a sudden I heard Siri say road closed, no alternative route. So I'm like, I was supposed to be at this place Bumpers to meet my motorcycle and my social club team between 7 and I say 8:30. But I sat in this tunnel for about an hour and a half. It was so bad to the point where people were making U-turns. Now, I don't know if you know, but I'm going to tell you a little secret. I'm claustrophobic. I have a thing about tunnels. I can do bridges, but I can't do closed spaces because there's something in my mind. It always goes back to, you know, water crushing in on cars or somebody having a bomb in their car, but I bind that up. But anyway, I just can't sit in tunnels. But, I was trying to entertain myself and do things until traffic started moving and it wouldn't move. So I was looking for an alternative way to go and see if I can get to the place going the opposite way. But it was just leading me back to the tunnel. But while I'm sitting there, all of a sudden I see two cop cars and I see like this AAA roadside assistance, state of Maryland highway patrol help vehicle. So it let me know there was some type of accident and it was a bad accident, especially to close the highway down. And I've been in situations like that with Maryland. It's the way they drive out here is, no disrespect, respectfully, they cannot drive. And I figured I'd take a driving course when I first moved out here to kind of show me how to conform to the way they drive. And believe me, they don't use signals, they tailgate, they drive in the middle of the white line fever. I mean, it's really ridiculous. And I really wanted to do a driving school out here. But the fact is that I have severe road rage. And the person who taught me how to drive officially to get my driver's license had road rage. But that's a New Jersey thing. But I say that to say that I've been in situations with drivers to the point where I had a handful of jelly beans and I was cut off. I drove up next to the guy. I rolled down my window and I threw the jelly beans at the car. Now I know that's bad. I'm Virgoing. I don't want you to take that as a thumbs up to go and get mad and throw jelly beans at a car because that's not right. I'm working. I mean, and that was years ago. That was years ago, but I'm working on that. I'm asking the Lord to heal me because I love jelly beans. I love sweets. And I had to be very angry to throw a handful of gourmet jelly beans at a car. So, I mean, the Lord sees the inside of me and understands the anger of being treated unfairly because if I have the right of the road and somebody cut me off, like it's only right that I get angry. And so, I'm turning around today in the tunnel, and I'm going back, and I'm in my feelings because I really wanted to see my, my family, my brothers and sisters from another mother, because that's what my shirt says. My dirty shirt says sisters from another mister. So I wanted to see my dirty girls, and I'm driving back, and then all of a sudden, this guy is driving in the middle of the road like he just owned two lanes. And I'm trying to get past him, and I'm blowing a horn, and I'm like, okay. And so then I speed past him, and then somebody is coming. I could see them coming up from behind me, and then they all of a sudden zip in and zipping out of traffic and cut me off. And I said, okay, I see I'm not going fast enough, or let me get out the way. And then all of a sudden, I'm coming up on this 18-wheeler, and I see him fishtailing, and he's like he needs some coffee or something, and he just going back and forth in lane to lane, and without merit, without signal, he just swerves on over in my lane. And so I'm just like, the hell is going on? And so I was doing 80, so I had to stop. Like, I had to literally hit my brakes. Because if I would have swerved over to the left of me on the driver's side, I probably would have cut somebody off on that lane, because that's the XL lane. Or I would have let this 18-wheeler, the way he was driving and coming over, tear up the front end of my brand new car. And that would have been a problem. And I was so angry that I sped around him. And I was parallel with him, like we playing, like, dual wheels, like in the movie. And he can't even see me because he's like 14 feet higher than I am, because I have a sports car, so my sports car sits low, so he can't see me. So then I speed up a little more, and I get in front of him, and I hit on brakes, because I want the opportunity to get me a G-Wagon, right? Thought about it, and I said, Lord have mercy, the devil is busy. The devil is busy. And so I'd rather get to my destination and miss what I was supposed to miss in order to save my life. So in other words, every breath you take is a gift from God. I could have died tonight. And it's okay, because I live to tell the story. I don't know what came over me in order for me to try to battle with an 18-wheeler, but I was that angry. And anger is not the way to get your point across. Let him go on. He probably was sleepy from being on the road all night, and he needed a cup of coffee. Sometimes you don't have to have a point to prove. Sometimes the point to prove is to save your life, if that makes sense. So I'm sitting up here, and I'm battling with this dude. Like, really? You really doing that? And then I'm saying, but look, I'm in the state of Maryland. They drive like that out here, And I learned how to drive in New York. And I figured if I can learn how to drive in Harlem, Manhattan, with all them cabs and pedestrians, I can drive anywhere. Not. Because these mother suckers out here, man, I'm telling you. I'm telling you, I need to get a driving school. And it takes me to that funny story. I laughed so hard today because I think she was either 10 or 13. Look up the story. This 10 or 13-year-old girl stole a family vehicle and was going for 24 hours, and then drove herself back home and learned how to drive from YouTube University. Where they do that at? That kind of chuckles me and makes me think, the people who live in Maryland, did they go to YouTube University to get their license? Because that's how they drive. Man, listen. You either driving fast or you driving slow. I've had some experiences out here on the road. So it's a couple of lessons in that too. I wanted to be at bumper so bad with my family, but it wasn't meant for me to be. I get to see them another time this week. Matter of fact, I had such a good week from seeing people I haven't seen in a long time. It's Holy Week, so I got with the In-Reach program at my church, and we handed out palms and receptacles for communion. That made me happy. Then I went up to New Jersey, see my family, see my mom, see my dad. Then I spent some time with a friend of mine, and it was just a good week. And then today was supposed to be the day that I go and spend time with my team, but I'll see them this weekend. So it wasn't meant for me. Something blocked it. I know you heard that song, God Blocked It. God blocked it. He wouldn't let it be. Something was not supposed to happen for me at Bumpers tonight. So I lived to tell it. And whoever was meant to be there was meant to be there. No big deal. We can see each other another time. We got plenty of time to get together and do whatever. So you keep that lesson. Learn that lesson. No big deal. I'm getting ready to go in here. But I say that to say, stay yourself prayed up. Every time you get in the car, say a prayer. Cause that's just me. Cause I have partiality towards drivers in Maryland, but I'm sure there's some idiot drivers in Atlanta. There's some idiot drivers. Hey, every time I see a Pennsylvania plate, I get out the way because they don't know how to drive. Virginia too. Y'all are some retards in Virginia on how y'all drive. I don't know if Virginia, Pennsylvania, I don't know if it got anything to do with Commonwealth states, but y'all some crazy drivers. I'm telling you. But yeah, so I'll be back with Car Chronicles number 18 because something gonna piss me off. I know I'll be back in there to tell another story. But bless your life. Every time you get into a vehicle, pray. Because you want to make it to your destiny. That's my prayer. Woo, hallelujah. That's my prayer for you, to pray for traveling mercies through the highways and the byways. Okay? So I'll see y'all later. Back with Car Chronicles 18 sometime in a couple of days. Because I know something's going to piss me off, especially when I'm Virgoing. I love y'all.